Welcome to the channel. Today we are going to be looking at bearing. Now we have 4 cardinal points which represent different directions: north, west, east and south. Now from the north, everything starts from the north, that's 0 degree, to the east 90 degree, to the south 180 degree, to 270 degree, to 360 degree, which means that each of these quadrants represents 90 degree. Bearing have 3 figures. Bearing are measured clockwise. You can see the clockwise direction from 0 to 90, from 90 to 180, from 180 to 270, then from 270 to 360, which means that from the north to the west we have 270 degree. Bearings are measured from the north, so you measure it from the north. From north to east, that's 90 degree. North to south, 180 degree. North to west, that's 270 degree. And north to north, that's 360 degree. Now let's look at bearing of 60 degree. The first thing to do is to draw the 4 cardinal points which represent the direction of the bearing. Don't forget where you can see 60 degree. 60 degree can be found in the northeast. So draw a line in the northeast, 60 degree. So everything starts from the north, so that is 60 degree. So that is the bearing of 60 degree. Let's look at another one, the bearing of 110 degree. Let's draw the 4 cardinal points which represent direction of the bearing. Where can we find 110? 110 can be found in the southeast. Don't forget, between 90 and 180. So draw the line. So after drawing the line, don't forget everything starts from the north. From the north to the line. From the north to the line. That is 110. So let's break it down. That angle is 90 degree. Don't forget each quadrant represents 90 degree. To get the remaining angle, you have to remove 90 from 110. That's 110 minus 90, which is 20 degree. Okay. So if we draw the diagram again, we don't need that 90 degree. We only need the small angle, that's angle 20. So let's put angle 20 there. Angle 20. So that's the bearing of 110 degree. Okay, now let's look at another question. Let's consider another question. The bearing of 230 degree. Don't forget, the first step is to draw the 4 cardinal points. After drawing the 4 cardinal points, locate angle 230. Where can we see 230? We can see 230 between 180 and 270, which is in the southwest. So draw a line in the southwest. Draw a line in the southwest. After drawing it, don't forget everything starts from the north. So that's 180 degree. Then the remaining one, yes, the remaining angle. So we have 90 degree. We have 90 degree. Then the remaining one will be what? To get the remaining one, add 90 and 90 together, that's 180. Remove it from 230, and that will be 50 degree. So the remaining angle there is 50 degree. So that's the angle that we need, that angle 50 degree. So if we add 90 and 90 plus 50 together to give you 230. So let's draw another one. We need only that 50 degree because that's the only one that is not complete. So let's draw that angle 50 degree. So that's the bearing of 230 degree. Now let's look at an example. Example 1. The bearing of A from B is 140. What is the bearing of B from A? Let's look at the solution. The information given to us is that the bearing of A from B is 140. So let's draw the 4 cardinal points. Where can we see 140? You can see 140 in the southeast. So draw a line to represent southeast. So let's draw the line. Don't forget everything starts from the north to the line. 140. So to break it down, 140 minus 90 will give us 50 degrees. So that small angle is 50. So which means if you add 90 and 50 together, you are going to have 140. So that angle is 50 degree. Don't forget the bearing is from B. So that is B. At every starting point, there are 4 cardinal points. So B is a starting point from B. It says from B. So we are starting from B. That is where B is there. So the other point will be A. So at A, we are going to draw another 4 cardinal points. Why? Because we are looking for the bearing of B from A. So we are starting from A now. That means that A is starting point. So what we need to do is to start from the north to the line. So from the north, the first one is 90, second one is 90, third one is 90. The remaining one will be what? The remaining one will be 50 degree. How do you get this 50 degree? Let me explain that. Let's bring out, you will notice there is a Z shape in that diagram. Look at it. There is a Z shape where you have at B, there's 50 degree. Look at it. So that 50 degree will be equal to the other 50 degree. That is, alternate angles are equal in that Z shape. So that is why that angle is 50 degree. So which means the bearing of B from A, you can see that is A, because we are starting from A again. So which means the bearing of B from A is equals to, so we add everything together now. 90 plus 90 plus 90 plus 50, which is equals to 320 degree. So that's the answer. So solve this question also and comment your answer. Thank you for watching. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Thank you.